Hello. In this Java 21 video, I will be covering variables and data types. Variables are used to store data that your program can use and manipulate. Every variable in Java has a type which defines the kind of data it can store. Let us begin with a simple example. So as you can see from the last video, I already have the class and main entry point the program created. So now let's do some implementation. First is an integer. So we do this with int, and let's do age equals 25. So this declares an integer variable called age and assigns it the value 25. So declares an integer and assigns it with a value. Again, as you can see, Visual Studio Code gives um, warning saying that it's not used, but we'll address that later. Our next data type is double. So in this case, let's do double height equals 6.1. So here we are creating a variable for decimal numbers. So declaring a double or decimal and assigning it with a value of its own. Next is Boolean. So we do that with the full word Boolean. And let's say is student. And I'm not a student, so I'm going to say false. So the Boolean type can obviously store either true or false. This is useful for logic conditions. So we're declaring a Boolean and assigning it to be false. Finally is the char, so char, and let's do grade. Let's call it grade, and let's say I got an A. So here it stores a single character inside single quotes. But again, just like the three preceding it, we're declaring and we are assigning. So now, just for sake of demonstrating it, let us actually print out these values. So we do that again with system.out.println, and then first let's do the age, but let's do some actual like header text. So let's do age. Let's do colon, and then if we want to put things together, we use the plus, and then let's put our variable here. So as you can see here, the warning is no longer there because we're actually using it. Let's do a similar thing with the other three things. So again, all of these are printing out our values with some constant text shown in green. So let us compile this and take a look. So again, as a review, we're going to go in terminal, new terminal. It'll load the same directory. We need to do java c main.java to actually compile it. It'll take a second, and then it'll form the class, and now we can just do java main. So we can see it prints out our age, height, is student, and grade. But now let's add some stuff to show another topic, how Java 21 allows you to use type inference with the var keyword. So we can do that with var space name, And then let's assign it to, let's make it Bob. So here we are creating, this is actually a string, but which we'll get to later, but it's obviously inferencing the data type. And then we are assigning it a value. Let's do another example for a decimal or a double. So var, let's do score, and let's do 99.9. So here we are creating a double or decimal using var and assigning it a value. Now let's do a similar thing with the above and print out that information. Okay. So again, we are using var instead of writing out the full type. Java automatically determines the type based on the assigned value. This feature helps reduce repetition and makes code cleaner. However, Java is still a statically typed language. The type is fixed after assignment and cannot be changed. So again, let us compile this again. It's saved, and we can recompile it. Obviously, it's going to override what the last thing was, but that's fine. And then let's run it. As we can see, it does the four things earlier, but it prints out Bob and the score. So let us review the most common primitive data types in Java. We will be using these a lot. Integer, which uses the reserved word int, is for whole numbers like 10 or 250, for example. Double is for decimal numbers like 3.14. Boolean are for true and false values. And then char or character, but char, C-H-A-R is the reserved word, or for single characters like X, Y, and most of the things on your keyboard. There are also other numeric types like byte, short, long, and float, which you will encounter in performance-focused or memory-sensitive programs, and we'll probably get to that in the future, but let's stick to these four for now. If you found this tutorial helpful, do not forget to like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and leave a comment. For more code examples, feel free to visit my GitHub. Reach out if you have any questions. Otherwise, thank you for watching and have a great day.